slipping. With Jay slipping, these cryptos with Jay slipping.
So that, I don't know what happened. My phone, there was an update recently. When I do a video on my phone, I listen to it, it sounds fine. If I put that video on my computer or just go straight upload to YouTube, audio quality is so low, it's terrible. You can't even hear nothing, really. You have to blast your speakers just to barely hear it. So I'm kind of going to just redo that video. So what I was saying was, you know, markets start off today 3-4%. Next thing you know, they're up 15-20%. You know, cryptos, and the whole page of coin market cap just green, 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 green all the way. And then I talked about the Webbot report, the most recent one, which was also this month, a couple weeks ago, and it said the last 2 weeks of March, and it had words like, you know, confident again, market confidence, crypto prices, you know, stuff like that towards the end of the this month. So this week, today, Monday, is the third week. Next week is actually the fourth week, and it is literally perfectly weeks, you know, 7 days and then 7 days and then we're out of the month. So that was one thing, and I talked a little bit about that, whatever. I read you some of the stuff out of the Webbot report, but the bottom line was it talked about the last 2 weeks of March, and I've been saying this for the last several days. If I was to interpret everything in the Webbot report, not just that one paragraph even, or two paragraphs, is that we should, as we get heading towards April, you know, it should start going back up again. Confidence being built back up. Oh, good, you know. And man, a lot of volume just hit the market. It was only up 3 or 4%. Next thing I know, out of nowhere, it was like someone just had an enormous amount of money and went plop. All cryptos, all altcoins, I mean, you know, pretty much. Green, green, green. I mean, I was looking at Dent, and I said in my video, whether it was Saturday or Sunday, I'm like, oh my God, Dent is 0.008. It's now just under a penny. I talked about that. That one went up today about 50%. I don't know where it's at right this second. That was almost around a 50% jump that one moved at one point, or 44 something around there percent. Pillar jumped 40-something%. I mean, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they were up in the teens, 15%, 13%, 18%, whatever. And of course, they're moving around. And you know, I see some of the comments. Oh, don't celebrate just because of 1 day of up. Yeah, it's not exactly a celebration of 1 day up. I just find it so fascinating that the Webbot can give a time frame, and then on the date when it starts, boom. Because remember, it said something about as model spaces pass towards March the 17th, and then we get into the last 2 weeks of March. You know, looks like confidence comes back, prices, and some temporal markers hit, whatever. Things to look for. This blue nights, look for the blue nights. This word blue coming out. It's also going to coincide with cryptos and prices and stuff. And I was talking to Brian at work today. He's like, hey, you know, my brother heard you talk about that in your live stream last night. And he said, he's like, you know, there's actually a blue moon at the end of this month sometime, or next week or something. I'm like, oh, interesting. You know, blue nights, blue skies, oh, a blue moon. Is that what the Webbot interpreted? No idea. But yeah, we you know, let's be clear. We need to see a few days of, hey, not only are we in the 300-something billion market cap now out of the 200s from this weekend, but how about getting back to the $500 billion market cap, right? That would be real nice. But I mean, yeah, we got to get into the 400s, then the 500s. You know, I get it, but you know, and everyone swears by the technical analyst or analysis or whatever. You know, whether it's an analyst or the technical analysis. And I remember hearing the same thing with gold, silver, the stock market. And when they're on, you know, look, the technical analysis shows this. Oh, yeah, it does. And then all of a sudden, bang, something happens. Technical analyst or analysis is complete garbage. What happened? Well, you know, for example, December, and this is cryptos, December. Had that Mt. Gox crap not happened with the massive sell-off of Bitcoin, starting in December, continuing in January, even more in February, who knows, maybe he unloaded the last 40 million he had in the last, you know, this part of March, who knows. But all the technical analysis was showing Bitcoin way past 20,000. Litecoin $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 on that trend. Boom. And then all of a sudden, massive sell-off. Charlie Lee comes out, badmouths his own coin. It's going to be a bear market. Don't be surprised if it's a bear market. We could see $2 Litecoin. That nonsense. I'm telling you, this stuff is always timed, whatever. So no technical analysis in the world, in the universe, can ever determine some FUD's coming out on this day, or a massive sell-off's going to happen on this day because XYZ is going down that nobody knows about, like Mt. Gox sell-off, unless you're one of the elite and knew about it and then went out in the futures contracts on the CME and shorted the hell out of the market. We're all wondering, why the hell are they shorting? Are you crazy? No, we're not crazy. We just got some inside information, apparently, right? So no technical analysis will matter. I know of 3 trade call groups right now, not ours, that have absolutely imploded, gone, like finished. One of them's like hanging on with the thread of life, because they were giving trades while we were not. Even recently, they decided to start giving some trades out. We still refrained. It's not right, not yet. And that was a damn good call, because we helped people as Bitcoin was going down. Here's some positions you can take on the way down. Trader Boss was telling everybody, Trader J. But if this technical analysis works so well, why the hell are trade groups imploding left and right? Because people are impatient, they want results immediately, and they want good results immediately. This is like an ocean of moving waves. And sure, there's a few, 2 or 3 or 4 waves where some analyst said, oh yeah, look, that wave, that, oh, they got it right, now let me follow that guy. Then anyone runs over there, follows them, oh, they got a great track record. Then they miss one, then they miss 2. Oh man, I'm down now. Let me find someone else who got it. Oh, that guy got it, he got it right. Let me go over to him. Yeah, but what you didn't notice, when that other guy was getting it right, that guy was getting it wrong. Now they've switched, he's now getting it wrong, that guy got a few right, now you're all excited, let me follow him. And you're going to follow these guys. This guy's a great analyst, this guy is too. The bottom line is there are too many forces, especially in this market, cryptos, which is why it's crazy. 20% up, 20% down, 15% up, 30% down 2 days in a row. Oh my God, that's brutal. Back up 25%. Again, I'm watching it's going down to 2,000. Bitcoin's going down to 4,000. It's not done yet. If we breach this, And I will say, Trader J has nailed some targets, by the way, in the trade calls group, our trade calls group. But even so, he's not ready to give calls on the altcoins and some of the other ones. He's got to see some things happening first. So he's very reluctant. Let's wait. Everyone else is jumping the gun and getting absolutely royally screwed and reamed out by their subscriber base. And that means paid subscriber base, because they're giving calls thinking, all right, recovery time, nope, not yet. Okay, recovery time, nope, not yet. So all I know is a lot of money just flooded back in, like almost instantaneously. Again, look at the charts, look at all the cryptos, the mains, the alts, and you'll see them doing all the same thing. Boom, pop, boom, pop, all of them. That's like the entire stock market, not just the Dow Jones and the S&P. All of the stocks, the ones that aren't included in there, those we'll call the altcoins, all of a sudden just blasting off all at the same time. And many of the same percentages, right? What this is huge money getting back in the entire market. No technical analysis is going to tell you when huge money is all of a sudden going to get back in. Every now and then someone will get it. We think there's a bottom here, and then it's going to pop up, and then it does. Again, then everyone's like, oh, that's the guy. Follow him, follow him. Then he gets that one wrong. He gets the next one wrong. Okay, maybe not. Okay, let's watch for a little while. Bottom line is, if you're a hodler, like me mostly, I'm mostly hodl, you could not even care about this. I don't need analysis, I don't need this and that. But if you want to trade and try to get in and out of stuff, which there's good money to be made, then you need to focus on some of that stuff. But you're going to have to find the right person, right? We've all aligned with Trader J. We've been in a down market for 2 months now, plus more than that, 3 months now. And we're waiting for a great sign of a recovery. It might be here, but we're not going to pull that trigger yet. I do find it fascinating that the Webbot said the last 2 weeks of March, and the language around that, And here we are starting on day 1 of the 2 weeks, and we have one hell of a rally pop off, which has come down a hair. I just checking a moment ago. It's still way in the green though. But yeah, we need to see that another day like tomorrow, or this tomorrow. Or maybe if it's a little red tomorrow, the next day is like today. You know what I mean? You can't have it all one way, right? It can't be red every single day. It can't be green every single day. But I do feel money's going to be popping back in here. And it's just interesting that the Webbot has said this again, and the timing is pretty interesting. And what I also said in my video was my mom, when she read me a little while back, I thought I said this to everybody. I just don't remember if I told this out publicly or not. And I actually, in my camera, had the video of the girl in the office telling my friend, his wife Brandy, telling you, yeah, what Joe just said is true. But the audio is just absolutely horrible, so I'm just like, whatever, I'll come out my car and just tell you anyways. But she said, tell your friend Sean, I see a job offer coming to him. I'm like he's quitting and going somewhere, like he's looking around or something for a job. She's like, no, I see an opportunity presenting itself to him. I see a change of jobs. And it happened. So she told me this morning, my coworker, friend, whatever, Brandy, she said, hey, Sean keeps bugging me because I keep forgetting to tell you. Tell your mom she nailed it. And I already knew what she meant by that time. He's changing jobs. He starts today. Oh, he's starting his new job today. Yep, he's out. He's out of there, and he got a $4 per hour raise moving to this new job. And I was like, oh, freaking cool. So I still haven't even told my mom yet, but I'm gonna tell her, Mom, you nailed another one. So again, some people don't believe in the stuff, psychic stuff. I don't care. I don't even need to hear you, just FYI. I don't even need you to tell me that you don't believe in it. I don't need you emailing me you don't believe in it. I don't need your commenting you don't believe in it. Maybe you want to just say that for other people to see. That's okay. I'm not going to delete your comment because you just don't believe in it. I'm just letting you know how badly you're wasting your time commenting to me about it. I am my mother's son. She's psychic. I know she is. I've seen her do her thing, and she's been murdering it lately. Should be a crime scene. So, another one nailed. But she too. Cryptos, this is going to be good. Don't worry about it. Yes, she says, I see this for sure. But it'll be good, And every other psychic, same thing. Michelle White, the same story. That yes, these things are good for the people. It's going to be great. So, one of the things I'd like to do when we see a nice recovery, scrape off a little profit, I'll keep telling myself, man, it'd be nice to have one of those Teslas. Man, I'd love to have a Model S. Ooh, ludicrous mode, yes. But I do live in Florida. We have some extremely strict street racing laws. Even if you ain't street racing somebody, you can get in big trouble. Not that I'm going to be racing around, but, those things are fast. But I thought, might be time for a couple of jet skis and a pontoon boat or something. Scrape some profits, then do it. Would I do that now? No. Market's not back where it needs to be for me to even think about taking some money off there. But it's a thought. Get a couple of jet skis, a couple 3-seaters, and I'd like to have a pontoon boat. I used to like the little jet boats and stuff, but party boat, having people out, guests out, couple jet skis, the pontoon boat, go out on the lake, go out on the river, go out on the live right by the Gulf Coast. So much you could do, and you got all avenues covered. Jet skis and pontoon, have a company over during the summer, something to do. And I haven't had a boat in a while. When I was at the other house, I had one. I'm trying to think, was that a Sea-Doo also? It was a jet boat, seats like 8 people. I thought my family was ready, like, hey, let's go. And they just didn't seem too psyched about it. And then after we sold the boat, then they were asking later, like, oh, we should have sold that. I'm like, oh, come on, you guys. I asked a few times, you want to go out? No, we don't want to go out. You want to go out? No, we don't want to go out. All right, let me go rent a place over in Crystal River, beautiful crystal clear river, which is why it's called Crystal River, and completely spring fed. And or no, not Crystal River, excuse me, although that one is too. Weeki Wachee. And you can rent houses there and stuff for like the weekend or a day or two or whatever. And so I brought the boat, drove it from the dock, the slip or whatever, or the county park, drove it to the back of the property of the house, tied it up. The next day we went out, and I'm thinking, if they want a boat today, you know, if they want to keep this thing, they'll let me know today. But then after we left and I kind of asked, it was just like, eh. I was like, oh man, maybe, all right, maybe I'll just sell the dang thing. And I did, so I ended up selling it for $500 more than I paid for it. But I did put a new wear ring on it, actually, so, you know, roughly broke even, who knows. But I still think about it, man. It's kind of one of those things, but I don't want to just go out and blow money and spend money. I got to have some extra money to do it. And again, crypto's doing what they do. I'm going to wait for some profits on that. Not sure if y'all got any plans for anything, but you can comment and let me know if you're thinking the same kind of stuff, you know, when we really get to that point. But summertime's right around the corner, and I do have a sneaky suspicion cryptos are going to go, and I'll be able to get a little toy or something, you know, jet ski or whatever it may end up being ultimately to start with. Or if I do it, I'll get 2 of them. I mean, my whole family got 5 of us, so we're going to have at least a 3-seater and a 2-seater, or 2 3-seaters or something. And on the water, ain't no speed laws, you know, I mean, I'm not talking about in the channels, you know, where you got idle speed, but when you're out in the lake or something, full speed ahead, baby. Screaming. But, yeah, just something to do, you know. It's Florida, man. You got to have something to do in the summertime if you're going to do anything outside. It's just brutal. And go to a lake, go to a river, or whatever, the bay. Good times. So just thinking of something, you know. I really would like a Tesla, but at the same time, like, God, that's so much money. I just have a hard time saying, yeah, let me pull the trigger on that. I'd rather go get like a Suburban or a, you know, Tahoe, one of the ex-police vehicle Tahoes or something. Get the hitch if it doesn't already have one, it should. You know, maybe I'll get rid of this electric car, give it to my dad or something, and let him move up. And then I got the wife's van and my, you know, Tahoe, if you will. If I did it that way, I could pull the boat, she could pull the 2 jet skis, you know, and go to the lake or wherever, and just have a good time with some family and stuff, you know what I mean? So, you know, just thinking of some stuff, you know, spend a little bit of that crypto profit. I can't just sit on it forever, you know what I mean? You got to use it. Use it or lose it, but don't go crazy. So anyways, this is a probably much better audio quality video, and that's about it. Take care.